Hey, dude. The Giga Chad is in the house, baby. Nah, I'm a untraditional Giga Chad. I'm like the Joker Giga Chad. But yeah, either or. Welcome to Brian's World, a glimpse into my life and something like that. What's this going on here? Oh, sorry. Facebook was yelling at me something about non-discrimination. I thought I did something wrong because I have done lots of things wrong here on the internet. Get slaps on the wrist. I thought maybe I had a slap for on the wrist there. You could tell the moment that I was like, "Oh shit, am I in trouble?" I didn't even say anything. What did I say? What did I say this time? Oh no. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Welcome to my show. A glimpse into my wacky adventures. There's a dog. Fortunately, has to go back to the shelter. The poor son of a bitch. It's a good dog, but I mean, I just don't have time for a dog, and they smell and poop. And this is a place where we just keep a lot of pussy. This is a place where we keep a lot of pussy, and sometimes a little bit of dick. Other than that, we don't have any place for no dogs. But you know what? It's been nice to have this animals around. What's up, Derpy? I might like kill Tony. I'm really just letting my personality loose. I mean, I know I sound gay. You guys know Tony Hinchcliffe? But what's going on, man? I don't even know what I'm really talking about today. There's no football, huh? No more football. I had a weird relationship with football this year. The way the things went for my team, the Cleveland Browns, not good. Not a good year. It was horrible. But one thing stood out to me this year. There was a magical moment for the Browns. Like we had two magical games. The one that we beat you guys, Derpy. We beat the Steelers in that snow game. And I don't know, sometimes I guess I'm kind of like a hard worker in life. I'm willing to sacrifice for like good moments. And sometimes I'm a little bit of a quantity over quality guy, but I've been trying to go for more quality things in life. And sometimes, if you're someone like me, I can rationalize a 3-14 season when I learned from the players and their attitude throughout the season and dealing with the adversity. I grew as a man and learned how to deal with adversity in my own life through the leaders of this team. And then the two of those three wins were fucking. I'm parched. And like I said, I'm a human being that's kind of. I'm willing to put up with certain bullshits to have the good moments that are irreplaceable and cannot be found elsewhere. Yeah. And for the Ravens game, I mean, Jim Donovan passing away that Saturday before the game on Sunday, I mean, it was supposed to be his last year, but his cancer came back and he croaked out and yeah. I was one of his biggest fans for sure, dude. I literally started doing sports streams for games because I liked the radio so much. I would watch the game and listen to the radio, and the radio would be behind. Yeah, I don't know, Derpy. To be honest, I don't have the actual voice for play by play. I just don't have the actual sports voice. for to do play by play. I don't have that like tone. And I could get a fancy mic, but that would like give me some bass in my voice, but I'm just a real one, you know. I gotta keep it real out here. Real as fuck. But yeah, the Browns were really bad, but you know, you can look at things from a different perspective in life sometimes. Just because everybody feels one way about it, don't mean you gotta go with the crowd and be a sheep. Oh man, I didn't even remember the other game we won. It was against Jacksonville. Oh my, oh my. But see, this 29-24 when we beat Baltimore at home, and then when they win, and you're at the game. I was at the game. I was there at 7 a.m. in the tailgating lot after going out the night before. I went out the night before this game. And that's when we decided. I got to my buddy's house at like 6 p.m. I'm like, bro, like I'm tripping. Jim Donovan passed away yesterday. We have to go there at 7 a.m. like we're clocking in for work and we're going to go fucking party. Now again, I don't drink, so partying's different for me. I still, nobody knows. When I'm out and about in at bars and stuff, nobody even knows I'm not drinking. I'm just drunk in personality. Nowadays, dude, if I were to get back into drinking, it's like orgy situations, 100%. You know how some people be like, oh, see, if I have one beer, I can't just have one or three beers. I'll have, end up having 12. And then there's the people like, I can't have a sip of alcohol or I'll, go till I black out or do something crazy. Me, more on the crazy side. Me, it's like one beer equals like 20 drinks minimum, drugs from somewhere, somehow. Drunken Brian gets his hand on some drugs, man. He's got a fucking nose for that shit like a drug dog. Probably better than a drug dog. Because I have more senses than just my nose. The power of intuition. The power of human intuition to be able to get a gut feeling and make a judgment on something. And a correct judgment based on a limited amount of sample size information for you to judge. And the gut feeling ain't always right. Sometimes you get a gut feeling and you're tripping balls because you took mushrooms or something. Sometimes we be tripping. But I know that you can trip in a good way too. And you could be like, I gotta go to this football game. I gotta go to this game at 7 a.m. for Jim Donovan. And you know what? Because this event happened and the way it did and the way, it was just perfect. They play Ain't Looking for Nothing But a Good Time. Like as soon as the game is over and like Browns win and that song comes on, dude, and you're at the stadium, you're just piped up, dude. And they had the moment of silence for Jim before the game and everything, and they honored him and shit. And they fucking pulled that one out of their dick. So I don't care if the Browns went 3-13. I didn't give a goddamn lick really about the playoffs because it meant something to me emotionally in a positive way. Even though the team is 3-14, everybody and their brothers can be like, Browns suck. I'm negative about things, blah, blah, blah. Like, why would you be negative about something you invest a bunch of time in and care about, especially when there's things that you could have given a shit about? So you know what? Next year, when the Browns win the Super Bowl, like, y'all, I'm the biggest fan, bro. I'm not even that mad at 3-14. I'm like, I find it, dude. Everybody knows the Houston story. So the Browns trade for a quarterback who's known for doing some dirty stuff with massage girls. He gets suspended for 11 games. His first game back is in Houston against his old team. And what do I do as a fan? What do I do as a Browns fan when my quarterback, who has 26 different sexual allegations, is having his first game back in Houston? I'm going to go there the night before and I'm going to get my dick wet for Deshaun Watson. I'm that much of a Browns fan. And you know what? It turned out that this person, this wonderful lady, also happened to do massages. So it's like, I didn't really even know that until later on. So I actually hooked up with a girl. Now, this is a good woman. I think this was a powerful woman that I met, you know. Sometimes I think my heart's still down there in Houston. Bro, and I was in like I was the only white boy. I was the only white boy down in the area. I was on the dark side of Houston, but I roll with it, man. No, the first bar I went into down there, I scoped around. I was the only white person in there, wearing my Browns jersey, just ready to party, dude. But I got good energy usually. Even with drinking, I had plenty of moments of good energy. There's probably more good than bad, to be honest, but the bad is so extreme with alcoholism. But you know, they called me crazy white boy from Cleveland. Like, people like me. I'm full of stories, I'm full of energy. And I was down there in Houston to have a good time because our seems like he likes to have a little bit too much of a good time, and it's his first game back, so we got to honor him. And then I got detained in a hotel for like 6 hours. And I didn't go to jail or the drunk tank because I wasn't being a dick. I wasn't being a Richard Cranium. I just couldn't like walk and I didn't know where I was. Oh, I'm glad all that's over with, but you know what? You gotta make sacrifices in life, and sometimes you do something really fucked up, but it ends up being like, I mean, potential. I would think that something more wholesome and like with my heart involving like love and romance, maybe. That one day down the line, I'll have oh, that was the best night of my life type of vibe. But I don't know if you're gonna beat that. Like cocaine, a hot stripper, and driving around wasted drunk listening to Take Me Home Tonight and that one song, 'Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling all right. Just both those songs back and forth, like just all night, just running over curbs in Houston, Texas. My GPS wasn't working right, dude. My car, I just had Coronas on me. I got charged $400 for smoking hella cigarettes in a rental car. Like, it don't get much better than that. Going full ass buck wild in the hood of Houston and coming out with no charges. And I didn't do anything bad. Like, I did not do anything bad except uh, I was maybe when I was at the game, you know, me and the other Browns fans, we might have got a little too into it, you know. And we might have, you know, been a little mouthy towards the Houston fans. But that's the dog pound, bro. The Browns fans, we're toxic as hell. And we travel, dude. We were making some noise in that stadium, in NRG Stadium. I don't like Saturday Night Live. I'm not a fan of Saturday Night Live, Derpy. I don't like it. I don't know. Maybe it's not anything against it. I know that it is funny, and they work on it, and it's funny improv. I get it. I've seen plenty of skits that I thought were funny. Uh, so I guess I'm not like dogging on it or nothing. Dude, it's snowing hella out there, man. Hell yeah, dude. I need to go snowmobiling again. Dude, going snowmobiling is like honestly just as good as getting laid. It's pretty dope. Like that might be one of those activities that if you get the chance to go snowmobiling, that you would take that over some pussy, dude. Like sometimes you just gotta make decisions that are the best decisions for the team, just like in sports. But yeah, I love my Brownies. I love Coach Kevin. Deshaun Watson at this point just has too much bad karma that he probably is a rapist or something. He do have the look. He do just have the look. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's weird to me because I kind of get my bones jumped a little bit nowadays out and about. And it's maybe because of my energy, but like, why do I get, why am I getting attention from women and not feeling like I have to go out there and try to set up massages just to get my freak off? I guess that's why I'm attractive because I don't do shit like that. And I guess that's a lesson. You know, I always try to learn something. We spent a lot of time sticking up for Deshaun Watson, and maybe I should potentially, maybe at this point, say that he's just had so much bad karma towards him that he's had to done some spiritually damaging things. And yeah, dude, there should probably never be a situation where like you go get a massage and shit gets weird. Like, unless you know the girl and you're like, she's like telling you like, oh, because we're talking, the massage gets a happy ending or something, and it's like happening at her house or you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, for you or something. You know what I'm saying? It's not you get a massage with the intents of getting laid. And when you do shit like that, here's the lesson behind Deshaun Watson. When you do shit like that, you're not attractive to women. They can smell that you do that shit. So yeah, why do I probably get more attention? People feel more comfortable around me, and I might even be like, if me and Deshaun Watson walked into a bar, I might be considered the more attractive one, even though he's this big, rich caramel man. And it's because of energy, because I don't do shit that's weird like that. Mm-mm. I don't do nothing to go out of my way to try to get some poontang. You know, I let that energy flow into my life. I mean, I've had times in the past. Yeah, everybody's a slut sometimes in the past. You know what I'm saying? We all have a slut phase, but I'm a evolved motherfucker. Motherfucker. One second here, folks. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just my mind isn't in the sports content mode. I mean, I like talking a little bit about sports, but it's cool that the Cavs are so good. I mean, I spent a lot of time covering them and watching them over the last few years, and like it's pretty much the same squad. So I just can't really get my rocks off until the playoffs. Like my Cavs rocks just aren't going off. I just haven't had much time to watch much sports. Oh man, what was I even going to talk about? Oh yeah, boom, surprise. All right, let's do some conspiracy stuff. Uh, I'm not doesn't mean I'm going to talk about some relevant, intelligent things still. I'm also going to still put a conspiracy twist on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going on my way to expose the no more, but I'm definitely going to still give my 2 cents. Okay? And everybody knows me. I'm always think some shit and get a little sassy sometimes with things. That's fucking life. Everybody, it happens to everybody. So if I start saying things like they're mind controlling us with the 5G, am I joking a little bit? But possibly not. So here we have some breakthroughs Yeah, quantum computing. I have been interested in this for a long time. There was a long time ago before AI and quantum computers were even a big deal. And I was a youngster, maybe like in my late teens, like 19, starting to become a man, getting into my 20s. Actually, I was a dumb college kid. Um, but yeah, I was like, yo, AI and quantum computing is like the future, man. This stuff is going to be so big, man. And it got really big, man. So maybe the things that I say actually do have some relevance because I have a track record about predicting things and being right about them. I'm not trying to be a dick out here, dude. Y'all know me. I am not a Richard Cranium. But yeah, if you guys haven't read this yet, it's fucking ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous, but I don't know, dude. I don't know how much I believe from mainstream science. I think they tell us a lot of things, and deep down, they have 10 years worth of technology that they're ahead of us and all that shit. So, yeah, a teleportation. Breakthrough as Oxford scientists achieve teleportation with quantum supercomputer. And the only thing I scroll on, I don't really scroll much social media, but I look at my news feed for sports news, MMA news, and I do get some quantum stuff. So I've been kind of tracking this a little bit. And apparently they're really ramping things up with quantum computing, which I've mentioned a few times. If you're not familiar with the concept, uh it's basically you add, you know how a typical computer at the base level of programming is on or off, right? Ones and zeros. It's just ones and zeros. Quantum adds or. It adds a state of both, kind of. So you have on, off, or both, or and or. At least that's my understanding of it. So, practically speaking, you can make more powerful computer programs with quantum computing versus normal computing. Also, apparently, Oxford scientists are out here teleporting like it's Rick and Morty. Because this sounds wild. If they got some teleportation shit, well, let me get some of that because we're about to teleport to the Jersey Shore, dude. Like, I'm in here, Ohio. It's snowing on Sunday. If I could just teleport to the Jersey Shore, I guess you know what? The Jersey Shore is kind of cold as fuck right now, too. Holy shit. What a dumb thing to say. Wow. It's probably snowing there, too. Well, you get the point. Like Texas. There you go. I can go get my heart, dig my heart out of a strip club in Houston, Texas, because fucking probably still down there. My heart. Only me. Ah, good times, good tells. But no, yeah, if I could teleport to Houston right now and go be a crazy white boy from Cleveland for a couple hours and then come back, that'd be pretty tight. But what do they mean by teleportation? Because y'all know what they do with these scientific things. They make these clickbait titles. Everything's just ads and they want us to click it. Well, so let's see what they're saying. A major milestone in quantum computing. Okay, it's capable of quantum teleportation. So see, what does that mean? See, when you say teleportation, my mind immediately thinks Rick's gun from Rick and Morty, and he shoots his gun and a portal opens and you go through it and you end up in like the titty and butt universe. Hell yeah, dude. Can we do that? Um So I guess it's a scalability problem. So they're trying to upscale quantum computing. They're understanding how to use quantum computing on a small level, and they're trying to up it. That's what it means when they say scalability. What if they already have the quantum computers and they're messing with reality and like nothing's real? I don't know. I'm probably the only real person in the universe, and this is all just everybody's just fucking with me, dude. All right, transferring data from one location to another without moving qubits. See, don't it seem like somebody's just making some shit up and fucking with it? Oh, dude. Like, this just sounds like something like science fiction. Can they prove that they transferred the data? I get you can write it in a thing. Can they show me how that works? Because I'm not buying it. I need some more information here. What's up with these qubits? Is that like a new drug? Let's fucking snort some qubits. Logical gates and qubits and algorithms. See, this is where you start to lose me with the smart stuff. So it's not really, they use the word, look at these nerds. They can't use the word teleportation. That's not teleportation. You can't name the article, "We've discovered teleportation." I think that's misleading. Sometimes I need to remember just to fuck. Sometimes I need you to give me your hand job. All right, what are we trying to talk about today for the Sunday sermon? Oh, dude, that I don't know. Why do I care about this shit? I don't know. I need something to talk about. This. Um, all right, so there was a trade in basketball. I guess we'll kind of talk about sports. Uh, I don't know. Am I just being picky and picking on this guy at this point? I don't know if I want to be that guy, but fuck this dude. Honestly, shit like this, bro. So this dude was on the Lakers and he got traded to the Charlotte Hornets, which sucks ass. If you're a rookie player and you're doing well for the Lakers and they're like, we want a more established player, so they throw your ass away even though you're young and promising. Now your young and promising is going to be wasted in Charlotte. Not that Charlotte's a bad city or anything, but it's not the best basketball organization, the Charlotte Hornets. So he gets traded there. All of a sudden, the dude for the Lakers got from the Hornets, he fails a physical. I don't know if he shit his pants. I don't know if had diarrhea. I don't know why the dude failed his physical, if he was fucking drunk. But he failed a physical, so it undid the trade. So now this dude gets to go back to the Lakers. And apparently he was having all like issues. Like he was like, I need to process this. I need to be away from the team and process this. It's like, dude, if I got traded to the Charlotte Hornets, first off, I'm in the NBA. Like, I'm cocky and arrogant, and I work for a factory shipping warehouse through a temp agency. And I'm a single divorced dad. I guess I'm not actually that single. I guess I wouldn't call myself single at this point. But anyways, that's none of anybody's business. So anyways, yeah, this dude was up all in his feels. And it's like, why wouldn't you just be pumped and be like, thank fuck, dude? Well, you're already in the NBA, so even like if I'm in the NBA, I'm doing good. Like, all right, trade me to Charlotte, let's go. Like, all right, I'm going back to the Lakers to go play with LeBron. Fuck yeah, dude, I'm in it. Like, I try to do things that show that I'm with it and I'm hard. You know, if I'm a little stressed out, but I gotta do a bunch of shit for somebody, I'll do it. If I gotta go out of my way, even if I'm not feeling well, I'll do it. And I'll ask for nothing in return because that's my energy. And that's what a baller does. And he's in the NBA. Isn't he supposed to be a baller? So why am I, again, we talked about why I pulled more hoes than Deshaun Watson. I don't, but because he's a creep. But hypothetically, if I wanted to be all like that, it wouldn't be very difficult. So why? But I would have an easier time doing all that than Deshaun Watson. That's crazy. And then again, how does this guy make it to the NBA and he's not handling something that me as a man would just be like, all right, it's nothing. And I don't know. When you have a child, when you're raising a young child, I have a 4-year-old daughter. I think that can kind of change your outlook on things, and you're just a little bit more of a fucking man sometimes. So yeah, I don't know if people are tweeting about this guy. I don't know what the public's opinion are, if people have been roasting him for this or not. Or they're like, oh, it's a poor kid, man. Like, if I'm having a bad day, do I get to call off of all the shit that I'm responsible for and not go? All he has to do is go play basketball for the LA Lakers. That sounds like a pretty fun day, my guy. But no, if my stomach's upset or something, And I'm not just talking about me. I'm just more of putting myself, the average man, the average woman can't just fucking not go play basketball and fuck off for a day because they're sad they got traded back to the Los Angeles Lakers. Oh no, poor Dalton. Poor Dalton. He's a special boy though, dude. You know what I'm saying? So like he's better than all of us. So professional sports players are just on a pedestal and they're just so much better than us as people. So if he is too sad to play basketball because he gets to be back with the Lakers, yeah, he can go. He can go put some Vaseline on that vagina, dude. And you know what? Honestly, no, that's a bad comment because vaginas at least can take a beating. You know? Not that everybody likes that. Honestly, guys, just teach the clit the ABCs and you'll be just fine. You don't need to do anything overly special. That's about it. And have good hand-eye coordination and be able to do like extra shit. Surprise. Bye. Anyways. Daytona 500? Ski! Fuck. That sounds boring as hell. I'd rather just go out and drive my car and go do something. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a dickhead. No, I'm not. I'm just keeping it real. I'd rather spill the beans and eat them instead of letting them spoil. No. Damn, I need some new jokes. Negative motivation versus good purpose motivation. I don't know. I'm looking at some things I have written down. Supercomputers. We talked about Andrew Tate and something. And again, I don't really want to get into these people. I try to be different by talking about different shit. Celestial beings. I don't know. My spiritual orb has been a little like. I've been drinking too much tap water, bro. I need to get some real water. I'm spending my money on bullshit. Sorry. What else do we got here? There we go. Alright, I got an idea. I got an idea, dude. I haven't done this in a while. Let me go piss. We're gonna read Scrody McBugger Balls. We're gonna read Scrody McBugger Balls. Somebody made a fan fiction of that. So Scrody McBugger Balls is from South Park, an episode of South Park where like Stan, Cartman, and Kyle and Kenny, they write a book. And it's called Scrody McBugger Balls, and they just make it disgusting. But then the parents find it, and they panic, so they blame it on Butters. But the book, the parents like read it, and they're like, "Oh!" They throw up, and they're like, "This is amazing." And it's somebody made a fan fiction about like they tried to piece together everything that the show gave, and they wrote a version of Scrody McBooger Balls. And I'm gonna see how long I can read it without laughing. I'm gonna try my best. Hi, doggy. There's a doggy in here. It's a nice doggy. Hi, doggy. Sorry, you have to go back to the kennel and stuff. Grody McBooger balls. All right, hold on a second. I'm getting a phone call.